Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Fowler here. Today we're going to do an artwork inspired by the photographer Chell Sanford, who has created this book called The Butterfly Alphabet. Chell is a naturalist and photographer, and he spent more than 25 years visiting over 30 different countries looking for butterflies that had a tiny letter of the alphabet hidden in their wings. He then used microscopic lenses to zoom in close to look at a butterfly's wing and find those letters. He was able to find every letter of the alphabet, some of them more than once. You can find out more about Chell if you go to butterflyalphabet.com. You can find out some more information about Chell there. I have been inspired by these close-up images and wondered what it would be like to create an artwork of a zoomed-in section of a butterfly's wing. So a close-up view, just like these. This is how I'm going to create my close-up artwork of a butterfly's wing. I'm going to get a picture of a butterfly. Then I'm going to get a viewing frame and I'm going to move it around until I find a section that I like the look of, like this. Then I'm going to draw that section and then paint it. So my goal is to create an artwork of part of a butterfly's wing. I know I'm successful if my artwork shows a part of a butterfly's wing, if I have a close-up view of that section, if I'm using observation drawing and I create a likeness of the butterfly's wing, if I'm using lines and shapes and I create an outline in black marker, if I enlarge my image to fit my page, and I'm doing a smooth application with my paint. I've chosen an image of a butterfly that I like, and I'm going to select a section of that wing and I'm going to zoom in on it to make it large enough to fit an A4 piece of paper. To do that, I'm going to create a viewing frame. If I don't have one, I can make one very easily by folding a piece of paper in half, and then I can just cut out a little window. And there I have it, a viewing frame. I'm now going to move that viewing frame around until I find a section that I like the look of. This is the part that I like. I now need to try and keep this very still and steady so I don't lose the part that I've chosen, and I'm going to transfer that onto an A4 piece of paper. But remember, I want to enlarge the image. So I don't lose this section, I'm going to put a tiny little bit of blue tack underneath here. So, having a look here at this edge, these 4 edges are going to be the 4 edges of my page. So any line that comes off this edge is going to come off this edge here on my page, and that's how I'm going to enlarge this. I'm going to do this by looking at one line or shape at a time. So the first one I'm going to start with is this line or shape here, and I can see it's going to come from the very edge about here and then loop down and back up to just above halfway on my page. Okay, so I'm going to do that by doing a ghost drawing first, and when I think I've got the right position or shape, I'm going to put my marker down on the page. Okay, then I'm going to look at another line, and the next one I'm going to look at is this one that goes in just from below that line there and down. Then I look at one more line or shape. It's okay if your lines do look a little bit different to this one, that's fine. You're an artist, you're doing your own interpretation of this butterfly wing, you're doing it in your style. So if it's not exact, that's okay, it doesn't have to be, do it your way. I'm going to use the pan watercolours to complete this painting. If you're using the disc watercolours, remember when you finish using them, leave them open to dry so that they don't get stuck together. I've got two different size brushes that I can use. I will use the bigger brush for the bigger areas and the smaller brush for any smaller spaces or details. When choosing the colours for my artwork, I'm going to try and choose colours that match the colours of the butterfly's wing. If we don't have those colours in the paints, that's okay. You can change the colours if you need to. Remember, you're the artist. You can change this and interpret this in any way that you want. There you have it, my artwork of a section of a butterfly's wing that I have magnified onto an A4 piece of paper.